Okay, let's go take a look at the earthquakes. We got another push coming. Here's a 2.9. That's the largest quake around Hawaii. And that was there yesterday. It should be getting ready to disappear because it's almost been 24 hours since that earthquake occurred. Okay, over here in the east, we got one around New York of 1.8. A couple in Oklahoma. That's around these drill points. And over this way, we only got one small one in Yellowstone, a 1.0. Got a couple of swarms going on around Mount St. Helens and Mount Rainier. They're showing something moving up here. And we already see that the Vancouver Island is pushing on Washington up this way. We can see that much. Now, down this way on the Cascadia, around the Cascadia on the Mendocino Fault, or off the Juan de Fuca. Don't know which way these quakes came, but we got a 2.7, another 2.7, and then a 1.7. All right, not much else going on. All these are small quakes, as you can see, down through Southern California. This is the area that we need to really keep an eye on right now because this spot could be next. If the Cascadia don't get first. Like I said, we got another push coming. Now here's the earthquakes on Mount St. Helens. You can see it is possible to get a larger quake, but from the way this is going, and this is the quakes on Mount Rainier. You can see this 0.8, 0.8. It could be a larger quake hit these two areas. So we got to keep an eye on these. Now Alaska is backing up. You see all this activity the way it's doing? Something's causing it to back up. Well, we can see with this backing up and a few other things going on, this one here in Alaska, that was a significant quake, 38.4 miles deep, which it did some damage. Hope no one was harmed in that, even though it was just a 4 something. Okay, now down through here, we see this backing up here. We can see the pressure building on the Cascadia was starting to swarm at Mount St. Helens and Mount Rainier. Yellowstone's dropped off. California has dropped off down to Southern California. This here we got to watch starting now. We really need to watch this. Be prepared if you live down here for a large quake, very large quake, because I think the largest quake may even hit down here. This up here around the Cascadia could be between a 7 or a 9. It's a possibility, but it's got I think like 4 branches that branches off different ways that could slow it down just a little and make it about a 7. So we're not sure how big of a quake we're going to get up here, but it is very dangerous too. We got to watch it too. So the pressure's starting to build. It's going to break loose. You'll start seeing upper 3s, 4s, maybe 5s through here somewhere, and things like that as this pressure releases. If it don't, then we're going to get a 6.0 or greater. I'd say that be maybe even close to a 7 on around the ring of fire. Look how it's backing up here. That's a lot of quakes. We look for signs. This is signs. So we're backed up here. We dropped off around this way. Still didn't get the 6.5 that I was looking for over this way. Russia got a 5.7. And, we were way overdue on that 6.5 we thought we was going to get from seeing the push over here. But now we're starting to build again. So I'm going to watch this, and if it keeps building by the next 24 hours, then the alert level would go up to a 7 plus because, of that release. And when we release and the earthquake does hit over here, we get activity around the Cascadia or the Juan de Fuca or down the coast down through here, pretty good size activity showing that it's releasing. Proof. We always see proof. One way or another, we get our activity that we see coming. 6.0 or greater. Maybe in the next 24 hours, which 3 to 5 days, but maybe in the next 24 hours. And it should hit over here from the way the Pacific plate is pushing, then giving a twist. you know, it should hit over this way. But we don't know. If this is weaker than this side and it jams up over here and it decides to break loose, then down through here is where we'll get it. And it could be a 7 plus or more. You never know. You know, like up here, we could have a 9.0. And people don't understand out here, if you get a 9.0, there's ridges and mountaintops miles high, just like they are on land, except for they're under the water and you can't see them. It looks like ocean. But under there, if you would have a slide, it'd be like a mountain slide on land, but it would drop so fast the waves would shoot straight up and it would take the whole coast out on tsunamis. But anyway, I don't see anything else going on much at all. And we got the 4.3 here where we had that other quake. But we'll be watching this. It's building again. Let's just get prepared in case if it is a 7 plus. But for right now, it looks like 6.0 or greater getting ready to break loose. When it does break loose from here, you'll see activity coming down the coast of California and down through here. That shows you that we was seeing this here, or this wouldn't have happened. And if it don't go down through here and just drop off upper 3s and 4s or something down through here, then it'll hit here. We have got a blockage blocking the magma flow down here at Southern California. But anyway, I'll see you next time. Everybody stay safe, and we'll be watching.